and welcome to Nothing to Wear, the podcast that solves fashion problems and levels up your wardrobe, and mine too. I'm Leigh Campbell, and every week I chat to an expert who helps us work out how to get more out of the clothes we already own and tells us what is and isn't worth adding to our wardrobes. Now, Victoria Latu has been on the show before, and I had to get her back again, and in real life this time. She's based in Melbourne, but she's flown up to Sydney to join me today. She is one of the most stylish, hilarious, wonderful people I love to follow on Instagram. She's a stylist and she's all about wearing your special stuff. It doesn't have to be expensive, but she wears a fake fur coat to school drop off. So let's ask her how to get dressed this winter, from sports sidelines where it's bloody freezing, what shoes we're wearing, what we're wearing to date night when jeans and a nice top can't just be a singlet. She's going to help us get dressed in the depths of winter and feel good and stay cozy. Let's do it.
You have to do it. You live for fashion.
Victoria, welcome back to Nothing to Wear. It's so good to have you back in Sydney in real life.
I know I had to make it in flesh to see you and experience the studio for myself, because last time we did this, it was online.
Yeah, exactly. You're in Melbourne where you're based. So it's so good to have you here. Now, before we get into winter dressing and what we wear on the weekend when we just want to chuck on our leggings, I ask returning guests a few questions. So what's your biggest fashion investment or impulse purchase that comes to mind when I ask you that?
Okay, I actually feel embarrassed to say this. I don't know why, but after I did such a huge purchase, it's one of the best purchases. So I think it's a guilt associated with spending, but I'm really happy about it. Mm-hmm. It was actually a piece of fine jewelry from Van Cleef.
Oh, beautiful.
I saw it and I instantly could just...
Necklace, earrings, bracelet.
It was a bracelet, but Van Cleef jewelry, like they're stackers, so you could wear it as a necklace.
Yes.
You could do it as, I've already sold it to myself.
Yes,
you can
I
wear
love
it as a necklace, you can wear it as a bracelet.
Yeah.
My daughter can have it. It can be passed down in generations. It's definitely
like an investment jewelry piece like that.
Yeah, and it was something that I purchased, loved it, and when I was going home, I was like, I can't believe
I just did that.
I honestly couldn't believe it, but now it's one of my favorite pieces ever.
I love Van Cleef and Arpels. One day when I'm a grown up and have enough money, I'm getting some.
I don't think you ever feel like I don't know, maybe
no,
from the way
I never. I'm 43 and have a child and I'm married.
You never feel like it's,
No, but it's a beautiful brand to, aspire to. Second question before we get into the topic. Do you have a style muse?
Do I have a style muse? No, I really I'm a Libra. I'm indecisive. So I go with the weather. Sometimes I love what you're wearing and what you're doing, and sometimes I don't. That's the thing about fashion. I don't believe that you have to be permanently.
Yeah, totally. And
one
it's,
spot.
you're allowed to change your mind.
100%.
I scroll Pinterest a lot, and then if I really love something, I'll screenshot it and put it in a folder, but I'll cut their head off so I don't know who they are. Just so that I love the vibe.
Perfect. That's exactly how you discover your style.
Yes.
So you pick the photo and you think about, what about this do I like? And you try to dissociate it from the person wearing it.
Yes.
So
correct. That's it. So it's more just about the silhouettes or the colours
or the style of the pieces
unusual
and not
pairing.
the person.
Yes. All right, we're talking winter. We're in the depths of winter. You're from Melbourne, you poor thing. I
know. I can't tell you how cold it was this morning.
My husband's from Melbourne, so I'm there a fair bit, and it still blows my mind, only because I think it would be easy to live in Melbourne and have all your big layers. But when you're just going down for a night or two from Sydney or from somewhere else, you've often only got a small case, but a big coat that's warm enough for Melbourne is your whole case.
The whole thing.
It's
That's
mad.
why I always have checked luggage.
Well, like
all
you
the
just,
time.
you have to, right?
You can't not.
But if anyone can help us get dressed in winter, it's you, because you're from a very cold, very stylish city. So people might have their whole winter wardrobe sorted already, but they might not. And also, winter comes around once a year. So what's your shopping hacks, or what's your vibe when it comes to shopping for cold weather?
Okay, my vibe is, I think winter is one of those seasons that you really want to invest in quality. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things that I would actually advise for you to buy well. Which usually means spend a little bit more.
Buy less, but buy well.
Yeah, you buy well, you buy better, and you buy less.
Yeah.
So rather than buying, and you kind of want to buy those things that will last, season after season. The great thing about winter is if you actually do buy a great coat or a great jacket, you can wear it next season and the season after.
10 years maybe.
100%. I have clothes in my closet, especially the leather jackets that I've had for going on 6-7 years.
Yes.
And like the more battered and worn out they are, the better they get.
The cooler.
So I actually advise that you shop better, buy well, and less often.
I think that's such a good theory because,
my-
you know, summer you can buy a cheap little cute bikini or,
Yeah.
you know, a little this or a little that. But
Yes.
winter, I think we put our clothes through so much, you know, and also the fabrics can peel and ball and, you know,
100%. And like sometimes I'm one of those people because I love fashion so much. Sometimes I see something, I tell myself I have this shiny object syndrome.
Oh, my too. What's that bird? Bowerbird that just like collects all the shiny
just everything.
things.
And I'm like, that looks fantastic and it's such a fashion moment, but you're not going to wear it because it's going to itch and it's going to irritate you and it's not going to be cozy. It's going to be, you know what I mean? So,
there's nothing worse than an itchy jumper. I don't
my
care how
God,
good it looks.
how good it looks.
If it's itchy,
yeah.
I'm going to take it off.
No way. That's
Yeah.
right. So you want to buy good quality fabrics. You want to buy well. And the truth is, in winter, I think that your outerwear does all the heavy lifting. Honestly, if you follow my Instagram, you probably don't want to hear this again.
No, we
You're
want to
not
hear
a regular
it.
mom.
We
You're
wanna
a stylish mom.
Yes.
So you need to know your outerwear is where, you know, you should invest all your energy because it does all the hard work for you.
Right. And I mean, look,
Yeah.
you and I both kind of work in fashion, you more so. So we can have a lot of fun with our weekday wardrobe. But for the most part, you know, a lot of women might have a corporate job. They may be a mum. They might be studying. So the weekend, I mean, again, it might not be all that glamorous, but there's a lot on the weekend. And I find that, you know, with a 6-year-old, if I'm not doing much, even though I've got a wardrobe full of beautiful clothes, I fall back to my Lululemon leggings, which are great.
Yeah.
But I just grab that same kind of not really thought through practical stuff. But sometimes we want to feel good on the weekend if we don't have the lifestyle of a movie star. So I'm going to run you through some weekend scenarios.
Okay.
You're going to help us get dressed for those scenarios in winter.
Yeah.
That's not just grabbing the t-shirt that's got yogurt all over it, which
Yeah.
I always do. So weekend sport. A lot of listeners might have kids or they might just be doing something outdoorsy that's fucking freezing. So we're on the sidelines. Maybe we play sport ourselves. I don't. What do we wear to that sort of scenario in winter? We want to be comfy, we want to be cozy, but we don't want to be in our oversized falling down leggings.
Okay. So kind of on the same vein, it's so unfortunate because I really love this trend, which is the elevated track pants.
Yes.
But gosh.
Why is it unfortunate?
Because it doesn't look good on me. And I'm one of those people, like it just doesn't.
Okay, so it's not for you, but talk me through that look
so
for
that
someone.
is actually quite a good look.
Okay.
So I would recommend because it's comfy.
But what is it?
stylish.
What's it like?
So it's a track pant. So it's a nice soft fabric. It has the track running alongside it.
Yes, I've
and
got some
it's
great ones from Big W.
That's
They're so
right.
good.
And you can find a variety of these ones. You can find them at Big W. They have a great pair at Victoria Woods.
Yeah.
And
I think I've got some Camilla and Mark ones. Like
Camilla and
everyone's
so
doing
everyone's
it.
done it.
Yeah.
So I have tried them in all of the different because I was desperately
I don't
wanting
believe
to,
you, but
I promise.
yeah.
So that is one thing, and the other.
What do we
thing,
wear it with though?
You can wear it with a knit. You can actually. The other thing I want to talk about, make sure that everybody understands, is like the knits and the layering. So the different versions of them. Everyone thinks a knit has to be chunky and bulky, but the kind of knits that I am loving are. Do you mind if I?
would
do a bit
love
of
for you to
sexy
take your clothes
unzip
off and
right
show
now.
us.
So basically, think that it's almost. I want to say a skivvy, but it's not. Is that what you call
Yeah,
them?
yeah,
A skivvy kind of.
skivvy.
This is from.
It looks Skims.
It's yes, but it's not. It's normal Kamali, but something like that.
Oh,
So
I
this
love
is
normal
kind of like
Kamali.
a almost. It's not a scuba fabric, but it gives you that liquid look.
Yes.
It's actually quite warm. It's
Form-fitting.
rubbery,
Yes.
comfortable.
Yes.
So depending on how cold it is, you can wear this as a layer itself.
How is it, a long sleeve or
It's
short?
a long sleeve, and it actually has.
I didn't know Norma
these-
Kamali. Oh my
Yeah.
God, a finger hole.
A finger hole.
Sold.
So I'm telling you, I have this in black. I know, again, as I said, I have this in black, in navy,
I'm getting
in brown. Obviously,
But
I'm wearing the
anything
brown one.
like 'cause there's a
So
lot
and
of-
you can layer it,
That looks so cool.
and it's sexy as well. I think you know
Yes.
if that's what you're going for.
Because for those that don't know, Norma Kamali is the designer that did that iconic Sex and the City one-shouldered
Yes.
sort of ruche dress. I've got that in the green that I bought
exactly.
100 years ago. But I thought Norma Kamali was, and it's a designer, but it's
but it's not
not
that.
crazy and often on sale.
And often on sale.
Okay.
So again,
So that's like a lightweight,
it's like
ribby
it's
kind
almost
of
like
clever.
your activewear material, but not quite. Do you know what I
But
mean?
elevated,
But
yes.
elevated. Again, similarly, you can find things not along this sort of fabrication, but you can find these sort of layers at Uniqlo. Uniqlo has. So what I'm trying to say is like you can have the thin layered situation and then layer the chunk in it on top for that extra warmth, and then you have the option of dislayering.
Yes.
Is that
And I also love how like there's a lot going on around your neckline. And when you look at someone, you're looking in their eyes. So you look very stylish from up here. I haven't even seen what's going on down here. It's all where your eyes go.
That's exactly what we're doing with this. Exactly. So I recommend stuff like it. So you can wear the elevated track pants with something like this, which I actually do recommend because they're quite loose. So every time my formula that I use is if you're wearing something a bit loose, you kind of balance it out with something a bit more body conscious and vice. Not always, obviously.
But fitted.
But fitted, most likely you don't look like overwhelmed by your clothing if you play with proportions.
Yes.
So you can do it that way. You could do it with a knit strategically tucked in at one side and the front. That kind of layer it with maybe a jacket or a trench, depending. So I find, and they're comfortable and they're warm. They're elevated track pants. You know what I mean? So,
and you know what I love about those is like even if you're just getting the big W ones, you're spending a lot of money. They're really great for this winter or maybe next winter to wear out. But then when something like that starts to just wear over with time, then they're your house trackies.
Exactly.
They just go down the lifespan.
Lifespan
Whereas
chain.
you're not really wearing like your, I guess leather pants don't kind of wear out, but there's some things that are never going to be worn around the house, and a fancy tracky pant, and then it gets a stain, and you go, oh, well, now you live in the living room. I'm taking us somewhere else on the weekend. We're talking about date night or going out or dressing up, because the biggest problem, or one of the biggest questions we get asked here is, you know, regular listeners might not have a massive wardrobe or be too experimental, but in summer they've got it. They might be going out with the girls. They'll do jeans and a nice top, what we call jeans and a nice top, but then finding the winter version of that.
Right.
So what are we wearing to
I
go
actually
out?
love winter dressing. I think it's a bit of
that's why
sexy.
That's why you're a fashion expert
No,
for the regular
I'm going to
people.
take you on a journey with me, ladies, stylish mums. And I hope you guys understand that it's kind of tongue in cheek, the whole you're not a regular mum, you're a stylish mum. It's more like, remember, you got this.
Yeah.
So
And make time for you.
Yes, and make time for you. So it's okay. So it's all about layering and textures. Okay, the very easy one to go to is I love a good stocking. I love it's just I think winter is automatically sexy. Think texture. So let's start with the stocking thing. You don't even have to.
When you say stocking, is that like an opaque? Is that like a sheer?
It depends. It depends on like it's a sheer obviously because I don't think it's like all black, but again, it's on the look. So if you there's nothing more sexy to me than a blazer dress. Long sleeve, short sleeve, but like complemented with, I think even in summer, that's a sexy look, but I think in winter it's more appropriate, especially for weather.
Yeah.
And that extra layering kind of thing. The other thing I love is leather. Swap your jeans for leather pants.
And there's a lot of kind of, they don't have to be those really tight, uncomfortable ones. That you're getting the barrel jean in a leather type.
Exactly. Everyone, let's move on from the tight. I think I'm getting old because I'm like, nothing tight on me, please.
Yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. So yes, leather pants, leather jackets, all that kind of stuff. And the other thing,
would you do double leather?
I don't. I think that's too much.
I tried because you know how it's double denim was scary for a really long time, and now we're triple, quadruple deniming. I was like, well, I can apply that to leather, and then I tried to do double leather, and I looked like I was Sandy from Greece, or I was like trying to start a bike
with
gang.
Beyonce on tour for a cowboy.
Yeah, I just double leather's hard. So maybe a leather pant with a knit.
A knit or a sheer top. Okay, the sheer top thing is another kind of thing before I get to thrown off this podcast, because a lot of women don't like the sheer thing, but a lot of women do. Because I think, again, you get scared off because you're thinking sheer and like my tummy's open or my boobs are out. You don't have to have, it could be just your décolletage.
Yeah.
It could be your
you can wear a
arms,
tank underneath or a bodysuit.
You can wear a tank. So it's all about that. You want to
love
give
a
sheer. I am, honestly, I'm thinking that I don't care when the trend goes away because I'm forever going to be.
And you know it'll be back.
And you'll be back, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's good for winter sometimes because you know, you're going out at night, it's cold or whatever, but anything that's sort of really covered up just doesn't feel fancy enough. But a sheer, you're still covered. You've got a bra or a cami or whatever, but it's a bit of a something, and they're affordable. They're everywhere.
Exactly. And it actually gives you that option of layering
Yes.
for that extra warmth and comfort you're looking for.
I had a fancy work event recently and I had a long sleeve, it was very affordable, a long sleeve length, like floor length gown that was that sheery fabric. It wasn't too sheer, but the top, I was like, oh dear. So I layered another sheer top under it. You couldn't even see the sheer top under it. It just gave that visual barrier.
I love it.
Now, you and I get to play with our clothes and call it work, but some people on the weekend are like, shit, we're running late. I've got to jump in the Uber. The kids aren't ready. I've got 3 minutes, probably 30 seconds to think about my outfit. What are you grabbing? Or how do we avoid those situations? Do you think women have a couple of go-to outfits?
Okay, so every season I try to put out a look book or like a shopping guide because I assume, or not that I assume, I know from experience that it's good when you shop around a capsule. Do you understand? So if you kind of start with the necessities of what you might need, and then again, it's all about the mix and match and the variety and the functionality, but it's all there for you. And that's exactly why brands now, when they do the drops, they essentially do their drops as a capsule. To mix it. You can go, I've just recently done, come shopping with me on my Instagram at Jackie E, at Witchery, at Dish, and everything that they do as a drop works together.
Back together.
That is a reason for that. So when you are actually starting the season, you want to kind of fill in those gaps. So again, in winter, it's imperative that you kind of have 1 or 2 pieces of outerwear that you just grab.
I'm so glad you say that because you mentioned outerwear at the start and I want to go there now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it hides a multitude of sins. If I do have those baggy, saggy old leggings on, if I've got great outerwear, no one notices.
Can I just tell you, the thing about and my school mums can vouch for this, it's like 2 different people show up at drop. Like I come in to drop off my kids with pajamas on.
Oh my God, me too, because I walk to school.
Trench.
Oh, I walk to school, so I'm literally still in my pajamas.
Literally with it, but it covers up everything. My hair pulled out basement back, and then on the way back, I'm more styled in.
Yeah, because you've been to work and done stuff. Oh, me too. I think they think, what does she do? That's weird.
I know, but I am so dependent on outerwear. And
so talk to me about what's your fave.
Okay,
like,
so
are we still a trench?
Okay, the thing in Melbourne at this particular moment, you are going to wear a trench, but you're going to have to double layer if that's kind of how you want to go. But I understand if you're going into an office, you can just take off some layers. So it could
it's hot in here.
Yes. So a trench could work, an oversized trench, those classic,
like the Burberry, too short.
Yeah, still not. I don't know if it will ever, because our minds are so oversized at the moment. So, but eventually everything does come back. So a good trench, but that's not what I am leaning towards this season.
Tell us.
I think I don't know if this is for everybody, and I'll come back to everybody later, but my biggest thing that I'm completely obsessed with this season is fur. Faux fur.
Oh, I was going to say.
I'm not sure it's for everybody, but I think I have a different, and I have really convinced my
long,
followers.
short, crotch.
I keep saying I'm not that tall. I'm 5'7". So
oh my God, you're so tall.
People say I'm so tall, but I'm not.
Okay. You would do long or you would do cropped because of your height?
Okay, so I would do short because of my height, because I think I'm not that tall. But that also might have something to do with my hair.
Yes.
I think it might be just too much.
Yeah. You've got the most beautiful voluminous hair.
So it might be just too much, and that's why I think, because I'm very into my proportions, I'm like, okay, maybe this is too overwhelming. So I'm always not too much of everything. Still I have this one that I love from Perry Cotton, Victorian Woods. There's a great one from Zara that kicked it off for me. There's just a variety and fake fur, and they're so good.
What color?
I have
like a burnt orange.
If you go on my Instagram, even in the shopping guide I've done, I've made a selection because there's just so much. It's a huge trend. And again, automatically, haven't you noticed that?
I mean, I have, but I'm not going to school drop off in a fake fur. I mean, I might now tomorrow. I've never just thought of it. I'm more an oversized bomber, a barn jacket this winter, but I've never thought of wearing my fake fur in the day.
So I do, but
I'm going to now. I'm excited.
I do, but I'm in fashion, so my excuse is I've just come from a shoot, and I just encourage everybody to try something. People are like, "Oh, that's not for me," but have you tried it? So the other thing I think is actually quite popular and trending and quite functional is a barn jacket. I
love a barn jacket.
Barn jacket is very chic. It's very Princess Kate, Catherine.
It's very sort of. I mean, the name says it all. I mean, not that you're in a barn, but it's like generally like a natural coloured fibre, like a beige,
Like
or
a beige, like
khaki.
a khaki.
I'm very into a barn jacket at the moment, and I think they're also good trans-seasonal going into spring, because although they probably need layering because they're
Yeah.
not super warm, you're going to wear them like around the year.
Around the year. I love that.
And then puffer jackets. Are you anti-puffer?
I am. This for some reason.
I knew you'd be anti-puffer.
I just can't. There's so much variety. Not to.
No.
There's
I will wear
honestly
my puffer.
so much on the market right now that I actually think there's
But
no
puffer's
reason.
just like wearing a sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be wearing it.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's why you shouldn't be
All
wearing it
right.
out.
Victoria, you need to move to Sydney because we could talk for years. Boujie and budget, my friend. I want you to go first. So, Victoria, your Boujie and budget is one in the same because you've got a bit of a story for us. So tell me what it is.
So I don't know how well I fall into the category of what you've asked me to research for you, but I am completely and utterly, and this is why I know I have a problem, because the Row is such a nothing brand, but I am obsessed.
It's not a nothing brand. It's the Olsen's twin brand.
I know,
It's
but when
iconic.
you look at it on style, like even when you go to the website,
Well, it's very classic and minimal, but it's the cool girl brand.
but that's what I'm saying. But when you actually see it on people, you're like, wow, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. Anyway, but they're
And so expensive.
And so excited. Just come. Sometimes I'm surprised that
Yeah,
people
you
actually.
think there's a typo.
This is why we found the budget version.
Okay,
So
tell me.
Do I
Can you show
you?
me?
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's not the authentic Margot, which is like $8,000.
How dare you?
Oh, okay. I mean, it looks like it, and if it is, I'm robbing you.
I'm not an idiot. Okay. Well, sorry if you have it. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't even want to say.
Well,
I don't want to be judgy.
Excuse me. You made an impulse purchase of Van Cleef. It could be, but
Van Cleef will go up in price. No.
yeah, correct. So the Row has a very iconic,
Yes.
always sold out bag called the Margot, which
Yeah.
is exactly this. So what's
Exactly.
this?
So this is from a brand. I'm not sure you have it in You should have it. It's an Australian brand,
Tell
but
us.
Italian made, Dolce Femme.
Okay.
So the original Margot bag it's about
thousands and thousands and
$7,000,
thousands and
$8,000
thousands and
plus,
thousands.
and keeps increasing with every new release. So this one is $650, which it's still not cheap.
No, it's not, but it's genuine suede.
It's actually, I've seen the real ones.
Yes.
Quite, because I've looked
And that's like-
desired at the window.
Yes.
But so I know.
Yes.
This is such a fabulous.
But it's right. It's
fabulous-
real suede, right?
It's real
Oh,
suede.
you can
It's
see the
structured,
hand
it's
sealing
leather
around
on the inside. It's perfect.
Yeah,
like
it's-
high.
it's-
It's
it looks
ridiculously a
handmade.
good bag.
So
and it
$650
looks great.
instead
so
of-
$650 instead of
over 6,000. Like,
no, over 7,000 sort of.
Wow.
Even more, yeah. So
She's
that is my
beautiful.
bougie budget. But to even take it down a level, you can actually find these bags because they're very easy. These style, you can find them at
Zara's done a very
Coles,
similar one.
Zara,
Yeah.
all that. I can't
in
vouch for
faux
the
leather.
quality.
In faux
leather,
suede.
though. Yes.
Faux suede or real suede.
You can find them for sure.
So we're talking winter. We're talking getting dressed. You're going to hate my budget, and I can't wait to tell you about it.
Hey.
It's from ASOS.
Okay.
It's the ASOS design rubberized rain hooded trench coat with belt detail in burgundy. $136. It comes in burgundy, black or khaki. It's literally like wearing a giant rubber coat. Can I tell you why I love it?
Okay. Sell it to me.
You buy it oversized, so I would size up, and I really
Wait,
think
it's rubber, as in
It's
like
like-
rubber?
from far away it might look leather look, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like
I know what you mean.
I love
haven't-
the burgundy. It's got the lapels because
okay.
if I'm
they
on
have
the
it from
sideline,
Lover. Sorry, Lover has the same thing. If you Google Lover,
Yeah.
on the iconic.
but this is $136.
Yep.
And I love the burgundy. It's oversized. If you're on the sidelines of your son's sport and it's a 2-hour game and it's just started pissing down rain, I mean, I know I would leave, but it's literally fully waterproof. So your beautiful cashmere underneath.
is not wet.
No, it's literally waterproof.
Nice.
They're very cool. Look, it's that or the puffer for me. But
No,
also I
we'll
get
go
quite
that.
hot because I'm perimenopausal. So I like to have nicer layers underneath and then like literally like it's like
Leigh,
wearing
no more bummer. Not now.
it's like wearing it's a raincoat.
Yeah.
All right. So this is my bougie and you're going to hate it and I can't wait to tell you about it. It's not all that expensive, but I'm obsessed with, we've seen in the last sort of month or so, one of the biggest trends I've ever seen in winter is the explosion of the knit or cardigan with the built-in scarf. Everyone has done them. My favourite one, well, of course, I'm not playing favourites, but it's the Zara wool coat with scarf. It's $185. So it's this really kind of beautiful grey wool coat, almost like a blazer. And then the scarf's built in. Everyone's doing them. So it's like, you know what? You chuck on your coat, you run out the door, you get to the bus and you go, shit, I forgot my scarf. No, you didn't. It's built in. And there's some beautiful cardigans. Next has some really beautiful cardigans with scarves. Everyone's doing them. I think I've even seen a Target version. So that's a really easy, fast way to get dressed in winter is like outerwear with the scarf built in.
Yeah, Misha has a good one as well.
Love
a
it.
long grey coat with that scarf
Oh
detail.
my gosh, love it. Victoria, I could chat to you for the rest of my life. So you're going to have to come back soon. Thank you for keeping us warm and not wearing our daggiest clothes this winter.
Thank you for having me. Remember, girls, you're not just regular mums, you're stylish mums.
Love it.